Hello everyone, my name is Tugang and today I'm going back on my YouTube channel to share with you about fear. I have received a lot of message from you about what is fears and how to overcome fears. Today I'm going to explain the fear in aspect of psychology and how do we overcome this fear in a smooth way. Do you know that when we was a baby, we only had two fears? One is afraid of being fall down and the other is noise. This is how the baby was born and be afraid of those two fears. And then we will draw attention to the other people and want them to care about us and want them to love us, and we didn't afraid to put our finger on the socket, inside the socket, or put our finger in the dog mouth, or eat soil. All of these things we don't be afraid. We don't feel afraid. But when we grow up, we start to feel fear about the things surrounding us and the thing inside us. Over time, from two fears, we afraid of many other fears from the inside, and we fears of negative result. For example, if you like someone but you're afraid of whether you express your opinion and you get refused, or you get disappointed. We always predict the negative thing that's happening in our life. And when we start a plan and we think whether it will fail, whether we lost our money and we failed, people will mocking at us or laughing at us. We are always prepared to be in bad mood and ready to accept the failure in our life. our our body produce chemical to protect us, to not to let it feel fearful. It said that there will be lots of people mocking at you and you wouldn't dare to do it, to do the thing. But in fact, our brain only wants to protect us unconsciously, want us to be safe. It don't want us to start the new challenge. Because our brain afraid that when we fail, we are suffering, we sorrow, we despair. So it will create illusion first and test whether you can bear those fears, those pain, those sorrows in your mind. And of course, when you feel unbearable, you wouldn't start or begin to do anything, because you are living in sorrow, in grief. Next, we have two fears. One from the outside. For example, you be afraid of being suffered, afraid of being refused, being have an accident. And fear from ghost, cat or dog or anything. So now we understand what fear is. So let's move to the part that I will tell you how to get rid of fear in your life, in your mind. When you know that fear is an illusion, that your brain unconsciously created, that your brain unconsciously make it to protect us from suffering, from sorrow, from despair, from misery. Because if we take step and move forward, we will be suffered, we will feel disappointed, we will get hurt. And we are always prepared to accept failure, to get hurt, and then we didn't dare to begin new thing. I want to give you advice. Friends, please don't be afraid of those fears. We should focus on present. We should live present, because if we chase future, what if it won't happen? So this is the reason why we should practice meditation, focus on the present, because you just have anxiety about the future and we can't start anything new at present. So focus on present, stay at present, have the positive emotion, stay in good mood, so we can start the thing that we want to do. And then understand that every experience in the world, whether it's bad or good, will give you a lesson. And a lesson you should learn to graduate from school of life. Don't be worried whether you get hurt or being refused, because everything that happens in your life will happen. Whether you choose or not, it will choose you. Fears, sorrow, pain will come to you in this way or another. So open your mind, open your soul, because everything in this world have both sides, negative and positive. For example, corona is happening in this world, is causing despair and sorrows to the globe, but it has a positive effect. For example, the river of the Italy is pure now and the emission has reduced. So you should remember that when everything comes to you, you ask yourself whether this fear comes will give you a lesson. Corona come will give you a lesson. Bushfire in Australia will give you a lesson. What should you improve to overcome this fear? If there is a bushfire, so the lesson is you should not take nature for granted. You should love nature, animals. You should save energy. Do you agree with me?